Kyoto Animation is one of my favorite animation studios of all time, and many of you know how passionate I am about their work. The devastating 2019 arson attack has since seen the death count of the wonderful Kyoani staff members rise to 36 people and 33 more who were badly injured, the deadliest massacre in Japan since the war. Together, many of us have donated and we've raised a lot of money to help Kyoani recover, but of course projects will still be cancelled and delayed, and I don't want us as a community to forget what has happened or to forget that Kyoani still needs our support with all of the releases that they're doing. There are so many Kyoto Animation works that I've spoken about and still plan to speak about, but today we're going back to Koe no Katachi, also known as A Silent Voice, a film I was at the premiere for in Japan when it released, a film with a heart-wrenchingly beautiful soundtrack and to this day the greatest manga that I have ever read personally, and it breaks my heart to know that so many of this film's creators are gone forever. Color designer on the film Naomi Ishida, key animator on the film Yoshiji Kigami, and character designer on the film Futoshi Nishiya, they're no longer with us. And the only bright light, if there was one, is that Silent Voices director, the wonderful Naoko Yamada, survived that attack. If you're unfamiliar with this beautiful work, A Silent Voice revolves around a Japanese teenager named Shoya who intends to kill himself after contemplating the life decisions he's made, bullying a lonely deaf girl in elementary school and isolating himself over time until he spontaneously reunites with that girl and begins to make an effort to connect with her and make up for his sins. Director Yamada has stated that she felt most powerfully about this film out of all of the works that she's been involved with, which includes so many amazing ones. Growing up, one of my best friends was deaf, and there was always so much more to his personality and his character and his life than this one life obstacle that he faced, and so I was really proud that Yamada made the conscious decision to not make Shoko's hearing disorder the central point of the movie. Shoko's life was so much more than that, and each of these characters are each facing their own demons as human beings. Yamada has stated that she really wanted to express in the film that the world is a profound and gentle place that accepts everything, and that each of us waver between light and darkness. It's something that all of us go through, and I personally felt that she accomplished exactly what she set out to with this film.
あなたの声に傷ついて、それでもあなたの声が聞きたくて。
I hadn't seen the film since watching it in Japanese theaters in 2016, which is also when I was able to pick up this booklet about the film, and so after the attack on Kyoani, I had went back to watch it 2 more times last year. It's one of those films that's just so beautiful that I couldn't help but cry. It's a film that's been praised by Makoto Shinkai, that won Best Animation of the Year in Japan, and now Right Stuff Anime has released a very special limited Blu-ray for us to enjoy over and over again with an art and storyboard booklet for the film, music videos, and interviews with Yamada and some of those who have now passed away, and that's what I'll be most interested in watching, of course. And this includes a feature of some of the real locations used in the film, and some I'll hopefully visit myself in Japan. As some of you may know, I've been trying to visit every single location used in Makoto Shinkai's Kimi no Na wa over the past few years, and I often visit the town Anohana is based off of, Chichibu, with my favorite view in Japan, but it really is a really pretty box set, and I'll link the set from Right Stuff in the description if you guys are interested in a lot of these special Kyoani extras that you won't see anywhere else. And I think it's a great way to continue supporting Kyoani releases. the manga adaptation, Right Stuff also released an exclusive 2-disc vinyl set of the Silent Voice soundtrack that includes a booklet about the film, and my favorite detail, the marbled blue color on the discs themselves that's so very pretty. The special color was also something they managed to do for the Wolf Children vinyl disc release that's a very unique transparent green color, but personally I have had my very old amplifier and turntable off at a repair shop getting fixed up recently, and I just got it back this week, so I'm both happy and sad that this will be one of the first things that I listen to. Happy because I get to hear the beautiful soundtrack on vinyl, but sad because the soundscape in this film can be both depressingly melancholic or intensely heart-wrenching depending on the scene. The composer for the film, Kensuke Ushio, and sound designer Yota Tsuruka have created moments that match the animation, at times exploding with tension to the point that you can almost hear Ishida scream Shoko's name in the back of your head, or to the point that tears are just falling down your face from songs like Heartbeat. Yamada had said that they made the storyboards and music at the same time in response to each other, working off of each other, which is why I think that the animation and soundtrack mesh together so seamlessly. Yamada took the time to meet with those who were hearing impaired as well to better understand how Shoko would interpret sound and vibration and her inner sounds such as her heartbeat. She said that even though Shoya is the protagonist, Shoko's understanding of sound was cherished more with the staff, and that's why you'll often hear the soundtrack purposely using things like muffling or distortion or these awkward cuts between notes, and you may even hear the actual pressing of the keys on the piano in this OST, and it gives it such an emotionally intrinsic feeling. The music is extremely powerful and emotional and organic in this film. But all of the amazing things in this film were made possible by Yoshitoki Oima. She won the yearly Tezuka Osama Cultural Prize as a new creator, and it makes me so happy to see her work acknowledged and recognized, because the manga was the introduction to a silent voice for me, and I know a lot of people may have only seen the film, so I seriously encourage you to go and read this masterpiece, which Kodansha has released in such a pretty box set with the entire collection of volumes. I will put the link in the description to each and every silent voice piece on Right Stuff if you would like to pick them up for yourself and if you would like to read this manga. I'm glad to finally have my hands on this set because A Silent Voice is actually my favorite manga ever created, and I'm so excited to see Shoko's notebook from the series that's actually included in the box set, and I believe there's a poster as well. But really, I just wanted to reread this wonderful series, and it's amazing that even though it received an award for the best rookie manga in 2008, that it was still difficult to publish and spent months in legal dispute for the material, but in the end it was then supported by the Japanese Federation of the Deaf, which I find to be so admirable, and I'm sure Oima-san is so proud of. And this work is just so meaningful, so please go read it. I truly feel it's one of the most important pieces of media ever created. The ideas for X's over faces that Shoya doesn't want to acknowledge, or words that are faded when Shoko is listening, were such innovative concepts that really can only be experienced in the manga. So if you haven't read it yet, I think you'll get a lot out of the story. Oima-san was able to express so much of her interpretation of Bolly's communication and feelings through this medium growing up. So honestly, please just give Silent Voice a chance in any of its formats. It was clearly the work of a small creator who put all of her passion into this. If you read anything about her or read any of her interviews, it's definitely a series that you should check out. In the future, I would maybe like to do a direct comparison of the manga to the movie and look a little bit closer as to why Yamada's adaptation was beautiful in its own right. But for now, I just wanted to share some Kyoani extras with you all that you might not have known about, and I hope you all continue supporting Kyoani releases with me. So thank you all so much for watching.